Today I'm going to show you guys how to install an Accessport version 1 on a 2004 Subaru WRX. The Accessport version 1 is specific to what car, engine, and model you have. So for example, this one needs to be on a 2003 WRX manual sedan, 2.0 turbo. Mine's a 2004, so as is it won't work, but this has been married to this ECU, and the 2003 ECU is going to replace the 2004 ECU. Apparently they're a direct swap. You're going to undo these 3 trim clips. One goes there, one goes there, and one goes in that hole right there. You're just going to unscrew them and then pop them out, and behind this kick plate is your ECU. Those 3 10mm bolts come out, and then you can just pull off your kick plate cover. And don't forget about the 10mm nut that goes up there. Then you can pull off your kick plate cover. So after that, you're just going to undo the 2 10mm nuts here and here that hold the ECU brackets on, and unplug the ECU part. 2003 ECU is in, no problems, everything plugs in, everything mounts up. To install the Accessport, the first thing that you have to do is connect these 2 green connectors to each other. These are the test mode connectors. So next you need to jumper this little white connector. They sell jumper like pins for it, but basically you're going to go top to bottom on these rows with that clip up and just jumper those 4 pins like that. So now you put the key in the ignition and turn it to on, but don't start the car. You'll see the check engine light flash, and the cooling fans, the radiator fans, will cycle on and off in the engine bay. So next you plug in your diagnostic port cable, plug it into your Accessport, and it'll show what's on the, it'll show the startup for the Accessport. So this says switch map. I'm going to go to show current map. Tuned for a VF30 turbo on 93 octane, which I am not running, so I'm going to have to change that. Alright, so what I'm doing is going down to change base map. Please choose a new map to flash. Stage 2, 93. That's what I want to run. So it says turn car fully off. And then back on again. Press OK. Initializing ECU, OK. OK, proceeding to flash. So of course this is already married to the ECU. You do not want to bump any of these cables during this process, because I've heard you can brick your ECU if one of your jumper pins falls out during this or something like that. 87%, 90%, we're at 95%, 97%. There we go. Reflash complete. You must turn the car off before starting. Turning it off. Press OK. Turn it back on. Scrolling down, show current map. Stage 3 and stage 2 93 octane. That's what I want. Whoops. Back. Okay, so now you need to make sure to unhook the those green connectors and pull out those jumpers before you start and run the car. Alright, so Accessport is unplugged. Check engine light is no longer flashing, everything's unplugged. So now we'll see if this thing will start up. Hopefully it will. And it does, same as before, only this time it's still got an engine knock. So put everything back in the reverse order from which you moved it regarding the ECU. That's pretty much it, how to flash your ECU with a Cobb Accessport version 1.